this gentleman here today that we are celebrating, who has done so much for the Harlem community. Once again, Chet Whye Jr.
Thank you so much, Julius. Thank you. I met Julius. I was sitting outside the office, a hardcore bomb. And it was not long after I had done some organizing in New Hampshire for a while, when I came back to New York, and I didn't like what the traditional status quo part of the campaign was doing downtown. Because when I asked what were their goals in the primary, I was told 35%. I said, how do you win with 35%? How do you aspire to do 35%? We're not doing that. And I went uptown, and there was this group called Harlem for Life. And it was a bunch of 200 people who were inspired to go out and do the groundwork and talk to people on corners and all that. Remember at that time, all the political black leadership in Harlem was going with Hillary. Remember that, right? Yeah. And they were contrary. And I wanted to be contrary right with them. So eventually, I was tasked to be the chairman of the group and lead the office. And we went from 200 people to 2,700 people in the organization. Yeah? And part of that rise was our marriage of the mission to the art. That's where Julius came in. Julius, Emmy Award winner, in our group, was in charge of cultural affairs for the group. And everything we did had a flavor to it of culture. That's how that's the motivation for a lot of people. That's the connector. Even when people disagree, they might agree on how they feel about a certain piece of art. And certain art informs people, and it gets them to move. It really is a factor. It has always been a factor in civil rights. And let me shorten this up a little bit, but in our modern existence, we're often told the cinema is an escape. You will leave your troubles at the ticket office, and you descend into places like this into the darkness. And I just want to make the argument that it can be the opposite. Films can make change, or films that make change, are not an escape from the reality. They're a confrontation with it. All right? They inform and get people to understand who's doing what, the necessity of change, and get up and move. And in these extraordinary times, in these Trump days, we need films that are a clarion call to action. A clarion call is not a whisper. It's shrill. It's loud. We need to understand where we stand in this agenda. All right? They're coming for the Mexicans. But that's not the total plan. That's the practice run. They're coming for Lonnie, Dottie, and everybody, and you are one of those people. Those three people. You either Lonnie, Dottie, or you everybody. And eventually, that's what the dilemma is going to be, that you're going to be confronted with. And if you're a filmmaker, you have this unique power to bridge the gap between empathy and action. We should always be about that. I mean, you can take a global crisis and you can take a systemic injustice and make it visceral, make people feel it, make people move. When the credits roll and the audience gets up, they shouldn't just be looking for the exit. They should be looking for a way to make a difference. We've got a lot of work to do. I promised Ina that I would be available as far as political navigation and fundraising for this organization. That I use whatever I have to help, assist in moving it along where it wants to go. I promise that. But we all should get up and we should inspire. Thank you so much for this honor of being honored. Thank you.